When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Texas A&M going quickly. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. On the option. Now the toss. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. To the air. It's Reed. They're setting up the screen. Hard running there. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So Iowa State's offense will get the ball for the first time. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer. But one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. With jet sweep pass. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Quarterback gets past the marker. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To the air, it's Reed. Punts it out of the air. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. The Aggies moving quickly to the line. Brown has it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Leaves it with the back. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Williams. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Open space at the 25. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Texas A&M going up tempo. Off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Here comes the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Absolutely perfect. The lead is now 5 here in the first. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Townsend. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll give it to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Finds his big tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Second down, he'll throw it. He's got the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He leaves it with his back. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Malone. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
He'll keep it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Going to swing it on second down. Looking to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Cyclones. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires downfield. He makes a catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. When you think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk, they're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
And the Aggies want to move quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Bussey. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one. And you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He might want another play. To the air, it's Reed. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll get rid of it. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Malone. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun. Wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Underheat, and he gets rid of it.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the end zone. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Sanders. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Absolutely center cut. The lead up to 5 in the 2nd quarter. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. Coming out with it, it's Upshaw. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Trying to set the tone with the run. Turning it on. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. The Cyclones, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off-play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's Salter. Across the 25, he's got room. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. It's on target and complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Iowa State. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye. But this has been a nip and tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by a field goal over Colorado. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got it in the middle, it's Bussey. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Quarterback moving. Looking down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself. But give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Iowa State sending the offense back out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's got him. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room. Up a big return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Handoff from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Got a man. It's Bussin. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A&M comes back out with another first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Reed. Gets it out quickly. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Texas A&M going quickly. The give on the option. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback running on the draw. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The option look. He'll toss it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. Lining up for the PAT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And the Cyclones come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Motion from the wideout. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Townsend. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And that's not the worst place in the world to miss. Coaches will tell you, man, when you're going to take those deep shots and those fly routes down the field, if you're going to miss as a quarterback, you don't miss inside, and he misses outside a little bit. Like to give your receiver a better chance, but it's a good job missing outside.
He stopped for no gain again. Back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, going up top. Unloads it left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Cyclones line up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. to the ground with the back. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds him out of the backfield. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. And they're pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
They'll run play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
And that was one of those gotta have it. I mean, it's a fourth quarter, fourth down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver. Whatever. And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Steamrolls his way ahead. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments, and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. The play action fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa Iowa State sending the offense back out. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires it incomplete.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Pulls it in. It's Sanders. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They just keep firing. The running back makes the catch, but he's out of bounds. Officials signaling incomplete. Fourth down coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
Texas A&M would love to run out this clock. Back to the ground with the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese David.